From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy!
Thank you for watching our show. Say hello to my co-host staff or studio audience. My virtual audience at home. Give up the love for them. How you doing? Doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. I've been waiting for this. Look, okay, lips on one side, happy holiday on the other side. It's good, right? It's not like a sticker or anything like this. Good, high quality. You can put it in the dishwasher, put it in the microwave. I do mine at home. Just in time for Black Friday. Go to wendyshow.com and click the button that says Wendy Store. It's there right now, okay. Anyway, I had a nice weekend. I hope you did as well. I've started to gather my Thanksgiving, well, I made a list. I'm getting 4 pieces of cheesecake today. And I'm getting 4 cans of cherries from Delmonico's. You know Delmonico's, the grocery store? I'm going there. They got good stuff. I'm gonna get a steak, bone in. I don't know when I'll cook the stuff. Well, make it. I mean, reheat.
Right.
Reheat. I was washing clothes over the weekend and I saw somebody, you told me, said, you don't have anybody helping you out? Well, of course, I'm only one woman, but I do know how to work a washing machine. I do know how to dust and, you know, the usual stuff. We're quarantined after the show. Anyway, I'm gonna gather all my food. Then I'm gonna get a quarter of a chicken, some potato salad. Yeah, and I'm counting on Nikki Dinky tomorrow to come through with the request. Like, I don't like turkey, but I'll take the skin. Real season. Like that. Anyway, I did not really watch the American Music Awards last night. I mean, I know it was on, but, you know, the news and other outlets do such a good job of telling me what I need to know. Plus Norman does as well, telling me what I need to know, and the whole bureau. Anyway, so Taraji hosted the show, and she changed her outfits 12 times. It's good. It's good. 12 times. Taylor Swift won Artist of the Year for the 6th time. And she is the most awarded artist in the show's history, so that makes her that. 32 American Music Awards. People are concerned about the weekend. Not this coming weekend. I'm talking about this weekend. Well, he showed up looking like this. And to me, do we have a picture of the top of his head? Because he looks like a broken microphone. I thought, like, he had his hair covered and some metal spikes, like Louboutins, but metal spikes up here. And then this, and I didn't recognize who he was. But this is his persona for his latest album. He wants to bring awareness to drinking and driving, which we all know is wrong. But wouldn't it have been more simple if he just came out there and said, don't drive drunk? Right. I am the weekend, don't drive drunk. Please don't wear that to the Super Bowl. Now, Dula Peep did a nice job last night. She's levitating. She did a really good job. A lot of people might think that she's copying Pink. Well, I don't think, I mean, Pink does it and does it well, but Dula Peep did it and did it well too. My thing is that when you're an artist performer like this, how many different looks over the 100 years of artistry and performing can there be before you have to start, you know, stealing or whatever? Jennifer Lopez, you know I love you. But just because you make vertical lines does not mean that we're not seeing Beyonce. Okay. Now, she performed with this guy here. How do you pronounce his name?
Maluma.
Maluma. Now, Maluma is huge in Latin America and Latin around the world. What was it, 3 years ago that Beyonce performed at the American Music Awards?
6 years, 2014, yeah.
2014. And Beyonce, Jennifer.
Which is which?
Okay, Beyonce, Jennifer. And people are saying that she's copying Beyonce's performance. I mean, she is. Do you think that she knew? Yes. In my mind, Jennifer Lopez is the type of performer that she goes home and before she even says hello to the kids, or maybe she has them around her, she puts in her own performance to critique and see what she could do better. She knew what she was doing. Oh. But Jen, you know I love you. Beyonce, you are very talented. You're just better at, like, to me, I think that Beyonce, when she comes home, she swigs out of the orange juice. She wants to make a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z was probably waiting for her backstage or something, you know, because neither one of them were there last night. They were the pop-ups in the audience, you know, the cardboard cutouts. They probably weren't even watching this. They're hearing about it now on Hot Topics. You know, and I really did appreciate Belle Biv DeVoe, because that's my era. Look, they're still celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Poison album, and they performed Do Me and Poison. Now, if you notice, their social distancing gets real close, and then they have to remind each other, kind of in my mind. See that right there? Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back. I just love them. They could do no wrong. They could do no wrong. Now, Justin Bieber won Best Male Artist, and he was the opening act. Now, see, to me, other than when he came here and took a swing at John Anderson and was disrespectful to my whole crew and staff and everything, but then his father made him clean everything up. You know, like, you get back in there, you apologize to everybody, and you clean that up. But he didn't learn his lesson. He went on to urinate in a bucket, and he did all kinds of stuff. But that's not the point. I'm a believer. Is that what?
Yeah, a believer.
I'm a believer. I am. I don't think that he ever looks bad, and I don't think he ever performs wrong. Like, everything to me about him is right. So over the weekend, he was upset with Google for using unflattering photos of him. Have you seen this? Well, let's take a look together.
This was a time where I was really unhealthy. I was battling Lyme disease, right? All of the top photos are me looking disheveled, right? Like, I was obviously going through a tough time, but it's like, these are the photos that the media tries to run with. They don't have to put these photos, but they do, and I don't know why. I mean, look at my skin now. There's so many photos they could choose.
You know what? My thing about Google, he blamed them because who is he going to blame? That's what he said. You know, he takes photo shoots now and so on. My thing about Google is you have to have more than money to make them pull those pictures down. And I mean all the way down, like rip them up and burn them. Even this, he looks great, except for the struggle stash, and we've talked about that. except for that. Oh, Justin, just understand, even with acne, people get it. You know, because you were drinking and drugging and stuff like that. Stuff like that comes out of your pores, is what the experts say. It comes out of your pores, so. But you look terrific, and I'm glad that you're not all, other than this right here, not all tatted up around your neck and gristle up your ear with piercings. And you're a really nice-looking man. Yeah. On Saturday, while I was trying out the best cheesecake in New York, it's officially the best, by the way, where I go. Moist crust, just the right slice. You have to leave it out for about 1 hour, so it then becomes not quite room temperature, but room temperature-ish. Then you take the cherries, and then you heat them up and put it on top. And I go back up to my room, and the cats know, don't bother me. Mom's eating again. Come on, let's go look out the window. It was all rainy. And I was stuck on Sex and the City. Stuck. Same episodes, I don't care. I was stuck from 1 o'clock in the morning, and then you go to sleep, then you wake up. It's still on? Okay, till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was so stuck that I couldn't even watch the full George Stephanopoulos show. Because he's talking about the same stuff. Like, he has the same people on, they're talking about the same stuff. There still is no cure for the virus. Manhattan, by the way, is orange. Orange. Which there's only one thing worse than orange, and that's if you're yellow. And yellow is over in Staten Island. God bless New York. Anyway, but the Real Housewives of Atlanta came on, and there's a woman on there by the name of Tanya Sam. Tanya. Tanya Sam.
You would think it's Tanya, but it's Tanya.
Depends on regionally where you're from. Which, by the way, I also got a Jersey Sloppy Joe. And I took a picture of it, put it on my Instagram. Don't look now, look after the show. Okay. And, oh, there it is. Okay. And yes, they do make chocolate Twizzlers. You've got to hunt, though, for them. And so here's the Swiss cheese. I put my mustard on the side. People were like, you've got more mustard than sandwich. I said, no. And you wanted to know where the coleslaw was? The coleslaw is in a bowl off to the side. Because I like to dip in the mustard and then add the coleslaw. I like to dip and bite. That's how I am. I dip and bite. And by the way, I came back downstairs and I got not one, but two more of these. Because the Jersey Sloppy Joe is cut just like that. Hey, Dan, you know what I'm talking about, Fitz, right? Uh-huh. Nothing like a Jersey Sloppy Joe. Joelle, you know a Jersey Sloppy Joe. The most delicious. Uh-huh. Not that red stuff with the meat crumbles that the rest of you eat. I mean, you do what you want, but if you ever go to Jersey, I was risking my life, by the way.
Right.
I got my mammogram. Oh. Yeah. I told you I was going to do it before this month ends. So I went, I got my mammogram. Anyway. So Tanya Sam reportedly refuses to film the show. Now, they're busy filming right now, but according to TMZ, thank you, Harvey, she's furious about the stripper storyline that's being heavily promoted. Well, Tanya, they heavily promote to make people watch you all, and you're like one of the most watched shows in reality TV, so you should have known that before signing up. Tanya and Portia allegedly slept with a stripper named Bolo. Now, you know, we know Bolo because Bolo's been on our show. I am disgusted. Anyway, so all parties involved, including Portia, including Tanya, have denied this. Tanya stopped filming in the middle of the season. She said, I don't need this. I don't need this in my life. You know, she was a doctor of something or another.
Oncology nurse.
An oncology nurse. But then she became a tech entrepreneur. So to me, Tanya, leave the show. We won't miss you because they'll just replace you with somebody with low-level drama that'll really give it up, you know? And then and you have to disassociate yourself with everybody on the show, plus Bravo Network. And I know you're close with Portia. You've got to end that relationship personally and professionally. And she can't come to your practice. Because if you give us until April, we would have forgotten that you were ever a housewife. And then you could go back and practice what you do and have a thriving practice. Do you understand what I'm saying, Norman?
Exactly. She doesn't even...
I mean, last season, her fiance allegedly cheated. That was the main storyline. You all just need to back out. What does he do for a living?
He's also a tech investor.
Yes, yes. You all back out of the show. You can no longer be friends with anybody on the show in the name of you all's money and your children. Leave them alone, those people. So, oh, and the Real Housewives premieres right around the corner, December 6th. The Countess LuAnn has a new man. She, like me, is in love with love, so she's dating the South African personal trainer. His name is Garth Wakeford. Well, she met him on an app called Hinge. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, do you know what Hinge is? What is Hinge? It's a dating app. I know, but is it for moneyed people? It's for regular people. Marco, you know too? Well, look, after the first of the year, once everything gets settled, I'm gonna I'd rather meet somebody in person. I'm gonna be out here. You know? Yes. Yeah. And I'm not doing it for the show. I already told you. I'm not bringing him on the show. He's not gonna sit in the audience. He's not gonna pick me up. He's not allowed on this block. Yeah, yeah. But LuAnn is 55 and Garth is 49 and he's 6'6". The only thing is that he's now her personal trainer. See, you can't mix work with the men. He's probably pressuring her to eat right, and LuAnn eats everything, including full-fat bacon, pork chops, and the whole thing. You know, she loves sushi, but, all right, Garth, if you want to stay in the fray and be on Hot Topics, then what you have to do is don't make LuAnn do anything that she doesn't want to do, because ultimately speaking, LuAnn is going to do what she wants to do, and all you have to do is stay 6'6", carry her bag, help her to the car, open the door, and it'll be all good. It's like after LuAnn got divorced from her husband, it doesn't seem like she was able to keep, you know, a long-term relationship. I mean, she married the guy for 8 months, right? Tom, who made a fool of her, but we all forgave. You know, the girls were trying to tell her, oh, he's making out with people in the bars and stuff like that. Listen, LuAnn, good luck, and you too, man. I mean, just here in New York, so I can imagine how it is where you live. The shootings and the stabbings, and there was a woman who got pushed onto the subway tracks, managed to get herself back up. She didn't get hit by the train. But she was standing in the middle, and she thought she was safe. She talked to the news about it. She thought she was safe standing in the middle. But what you have to do is use the wall. You have to back all the way up from the tracks and stand against the wall. And then when you get home, then you Lysol the back of your coat. You know what I mean? Take your chances, you know? But is sex that important that swingers must party in Queens over the weekend? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is a place that only allowed 25 people, which why are you allowing anybody? There were 80 people in there. The cops busted it up shortly after midnight. They found 3 couples having a threesome in one room. They say there were no drugs. That's what they say. Would you like to know the price, just in case you feel bold? Oh, yes. 10 minutes for $30. $500 all night. Yeah! And I guess you can do anything for that. And you don't have to feed them or anything. But you know what it really is? I was hearing on the news that I think it's 1 in 4 New Yorkers are like, there's something mental going on, either low level or high level mental illness, where people are feeling like they just have to get out of the house. They have to do something. They miss social connections with people and hugging and stuff like that. It's very funny because our very handsome Governor Cuomo was talking about it on the news, yet and still he's having 11 people for his Thanksgiving. Mario says he will not give up his own Thanksgiving, but he wants us to give up ours. Andrew, they look the same.
Yeah, totally.
Same difference. Anyway, but he wants us to give up ours. It's an overrated holiday anyway. Don't you eat all the time? Haven't you had enough food? All right.